Good evening, good evening, good evening, Wealthier World and guests. If you're a guest on this call, I want to give you a special shout out and say welcome to the Wealthier World. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa Powell. You guys can find me on IG at im.lisa.powell. I've been blessed and honored to be one of the leaders here at Wealthier World, and more recently, the DCX Ambassador, right? That's the digital currency ambassador in this space. And today I want to share with you some nuggets, some gems on what's happening in the market right now. We're going to have a look at the tools that we use, and also, how you can best position yourself in order to, really capitalize on what's going on in the market right now. Because I'll be real with you guys, what's happening in the market right now is when you see a lot of the Instagram gurus really start to quieten down, right? You really see, we can really split the people that are really invested in the education to the people that are only making money when the market's going up. So we obviously know how we can capitalize on the market going up and down in this space. And I want to show you guys how you can really get yourself in position like for the next 6 months, 9 months to be able to capitalize on some of these moves, right? So if you are a guest on this call, drop me a 1 into the chat. I want to just welcome you to Wealthier World, see if we've got some guests onto this call. I know we do internationally as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome from the Wealthier World. And we are going to get started, right? We're going to get started. Amazing. Let's go. All right. So you guys, it's no surprise, right, that we've been seeing the crypto in the space drop for the last couple of days, right? We actually saw a steep decline from 43,000, which we were already anticipating here at Wealthier World and in the academy, because we've got access to some of the best educators around. So I'm going to go into a little bit into the markets, and I know some of you guys have said to me, we've had a swipe coin alert as well. So we're going to mark that up as well, so you guys can see, because DCX is a 2-for-1, right? So we learn how to position ourselves for the long term. That's with our crypto wallets. But then we're also learning how we can make money daily in the market with it going up and down from our phones, right? So if you're not in the family already, I'd urge you to download MetaTrader 4, that's MT4. So you can, have a dummy account, have a little demo account, you can start to play with that. But I'm going to show you guys, and for those of you that are in the family, we're going to get ourselves ready as well to have a look at this trade. So welcome, Dana. Yes, I see Dana in the chat there as well. Shout out to you. So let's first of all go and have a look at what we've got going on, right? So first of all, we had call out a little while ago. I'm not sure where the market is right now, so we're going to look at this in real time. So you can see this is one of the tools that we have here, right, is myswipecoin.im. And you guys that are new to DCX, right, you want to know that this is different from the Swipecoin scalper, right? So your MySwipecoin is going to give you your long-term trade ideas. So that's just you putting yourself in position, buying stuff for your crypto wallet, in your exchange ideas, and then your leverage ideas are what you're going to be putting onto your MT4, okay? So that's why it's a little bit different to your Swipecoin scalper. Your Swipecoin scalper, you're just going to be using for your MT4 entries, right? Making money on the way up and on the way down. But that's a daily thing. Whereas the app, the MySwipecoin app, or you can also look at it on your desktop at myswipecoin.im, you're going to get your long-term calls. And that's just you taking action once, guys, right? A lot of us have got access to this tool, but we're not using it to take action from. And we've seen some of these coins that have been called out in the last year literally go, 300x. That is insane, the results that we're seeing from this app. So what I want to do, 34K now. All right, amazing. So let's have a look at this real quick. Perfect. So you guys can see here, this is one of the leverage ideas that we've got on here. So we've seen a break of structure, which means that we've seen a push up, a slight push up in Bitcoin, and now we're coming back down. So we know as traders, as investors, When do we buy? Do we buy when the market is low, or do we buy when the market is high? Let me know in the chat. Do we buy when the market is low, or do we buy when the market is high? That's right. We buy when the market is low and we sell when the market is high, right? Now, the people that FOMO into the market, they're doing it the opposite way around. When all of the hype and the clout is happening, when Bitcoin's up at 60K and everybody's talking about it, that's when people are buying into it. No, guys, it's sale time now, right? It's sale time now. We're buying when the market is low. All right, amazing. I see all the lows into the chat. You guys are there with me. So let's go on to our trading view right now. So this is 34A, 33,175. So all the prices that I'm showing right now are in dollars, right? We're looking at these in dollars. That's how we analyze the market. That is how we analyze the market. But you guys can see, right? We've been on a steady up, right? And then we've had this breakdown into these recent lows that we've seen in the last couple of days, right? Especially the last 2 days. And you guys are always going to see it in the news. You're going to see it everywhere where people will be talking about it. It's crashing, it's falling, it's going down. And another thing I want you to remember, not just buying when the market is low, but buying the fear, right? We want to buy the fear and sell the greed. Now, you guys have heard me say this over and over again, but you really want to understand what I'm saying here. This time last year, when Bitcoin was at these prices, it was in a state of greed, right? People were seeing 40K, 35K, and it was greed. Now, this year, at the same time, they're seeing 35K. Now it's fear, right? So this is why it's important to understand that time in the market isn't the most important thing. It's timing, like your time in the market, right? It's not timing it, because you could have bought at 34K at a place of fear, at a place of greed last year, and it went down lower, right? Went down to, 29, 28, we saw lows of. This year, we're looking at being in a state of fear, right? The market is fearful right now. And there's lots of places that have fear and greed indexes that you can look at right now. But I believe it's at about 10. The level right now is at about 10, right? Which is, very fearful. People are very fearful right now. But you always want to be greedy when other people are fearful, right? That's the time for you to double down on what you're doing. So you're going to buy the fear and sell the greed in these markets, all right? So let's just go on to, we're going to go through a few cryptos, but I just want to go through Bitcoin first, because I want to mark this out for you guys. Oh, I'm not sure when that alert was from, but that sounds like a good sign. So 33,715 is our stop. Is anyone in a Bitcoin trade right now? Let me know if anyone's in a Bitcoin trade. 33,175. Because I know the Swipe Coin put this trade out a little while ago. I see a couple of me's, yeses, Nasilia, Gary, Kim, Kirsty. Did drop one in this morning. Come on, Kim, let's go. Shout out Kim London, Shireen. All right, perfect. So let's have a look at this. So 34,800, 34,300. So we're going a little bit quicker on this, but I have got the tutorials in the group, guys. I just want to get onto some of the other stuff as well. So let's just have a look. 33,800. 34,800. Boom, yeah. So this is our entry zone right here, that we're literally in between, this entry zone right here. So Let's bang the stop in there. So you guys, potentially, we can be looking at a Bitcoin buy right now. For those of you that are not in, your stop loss is going to be 33,715. The stop loss is going to be 33,715. Let's make that red. So as you can see, we're looking at minimal, right? I'm on a day chart. I was thinking, why does this look like this? Oh, because I'm on the day chart, guys. I'm on the day chart. 87. Let's see if we can get this to 100, guys. 15. All right, perfect. Okay, so it's filled both entries. Wow, that was real snappery. UTC 619. Yep, that is the time. Okay, no, so this wasn't from when it was out, but we're literally at our entry. Well, we're in the entry zone right now, right? So this could potentially fall down a little bit lower, but we need to look for that bounce, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a bounce of reversal in this area. So when we're swing trading, guys, it's different to when we're scalping. So scalping the market, you're looking for breakouts of price, right? So we're looking for a breakout of price. You guys know the confirmations for those of you in the family, right? But when we're swing trading, we're buying the lows, right? We're buying the lows. So right here, you can see that potentially, if we're making a lower high here, this will be our optimal entry, right? In this zone right here between these two green lines. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Drop me some sevens in the chat if that makes sense. And so $100 minimum in your account to be trading Bitcoin. You want to have minimum $100 in your account, preferably 2, but you know, everybody's pocket is different in it. So if you can do 200, it's safer. But I have done it with $100 and compounded account. I know people that have done it with $50, but it's just about your risk that you're taking. Obviously, you're going to have much smaller risk if you're, you know, doing it with $100 account as opposed to there. So let's have a look. There we go. We've got 89 in the house. So let me know, guys. So you've got your stop loss there, your 2 entries. This is a 15-minute. And then our take profit 1 is going to be 35,510. Those of you that are not really there with me with the swinging yet, obviously you can do our, you can, you know, take profits in, you know, intervals, right? 300, 600, 900, if you don't want to swing it. Because I know some of you are working on the patience, right? We're working on the patience. So do feel free to take profits as we go up, right? 35,510. And guys, this is literally copy and paste. You can see I'm not doing this analysis right here, right? The alert got sent to my phone, right? Got sent to my app. The analysis is done for me. I'm simply going into my MT4 and I'm putting in these numbers. So even if you've got this downloaded as a demo account, you can still, you know, you can still take part in that as well. So 35,510. And then I'm going to mark this up quickly. 36,449 is our TP2. But remember, guys, because our risk is so small, right? Because our risk is so small, we're looking for the reversal right now. Like we're not in a confirmed, like it's not a confirmed buy, because we know that, you know, buyers are not fully in control right now. We've been selling all this way down, right? You can see it's been going down. We're making lower lows, lower lows. But what we are seeing here is a potential, a potential lower high, right? So let's put our last take profit. 36,449. No, I just did that one. 37,522. And then it's on our chart. Because remember last week, guys, we literally creamed off of the same take profit and entry over and over, right? So it's not just a one-time thing. So that's take profit 3. So that's your target, your third target. Take profit 2. Boom. Take profit 1. Right? So we've got our entry prices. You can see how it just came to there. Entry 1, entry 2 is at the bottom there, and then take profits. So this is where you could utilize buy limits as well, right? For getting those that sniper entries, you could utilize buy limits for sure. Yes, Maxwell, yes. So everything that you're looking at right now is the current trade setup that's active right now. Amazing. So remember, we're looking for it because we've had this break of structure here, which means that's broken this downtrend, right? So we're waiting for it to come back down into this area and then to turn around somewhere in this area and start moving upwards, right? I mean, at least for a slight pullback, because this thing's been going down for 2 days. No, it's not too late to get in. So you can see the first entry down here is entry 1, and the second entry is entry 2, the second green line here, right? So right now it's in between the 2 entries. So like I said, we could go down a little bit further and we could play around in this entry area for a little while. Just because a trade's been called doesn't mean it's going to immediately just start going up from this level, right? Sometimes also what happens, and this is what used to freak me out, and I know it still freaks out some other people, it will come and take out this stop loss, it will take out this low, and then it will just start going up. That's why you need to not be afraid to re-enter the trade, right? As long as your risk management is good, you're not over leveraging, which means you're not going in, you know, with too much risk. So if you're using a £100 account, you should only be going in like as a 0.01, right? Which is like a 10p trade. Now, that's not to say that a 10p trade can't turn into 20, £30, because it absolutely can. But you just got to understand how much you're risking per trade as you enter into the market. So you don't want to be putting on, you know, 0.05, 0.10s, because more than likely, if you go into some drawdown, you're going to end up blowing your account. And we don't want that to happen, right? We're practicing good risk management. And So Marcia, so you don't need to wait for a break and close, because we're not looking for a scalping entry. We're looking for a swing trade. So because we're buying on the low, we want to get in as low as possible, not at, you know, not high as possible. All right. So because we're swing trading, it's a little bit different to our break and close strategy when we're scalping. But a break and close would show us more confirmations, right? So break and close does show you good confirmations, so you definitely can use that as your strategy. But for those sniper entries, you want to be getting, you know, in between these two lines right here, right? Amazing, cool. All right, numbers still growing, guys. We're at 94. We're at 94. Amazing. Thank you, brother Gary. So we want to see a bounce in this area. Okay, that's what we're going to look for. So let me actually, I'm going to put an alert real quick on here, and then we can go look at other stuff. So we're going to put an alert on there. So, really silly. Don't want this to keep going off. Cool. Perfect. All right, cool. So that is for my traders that are on the call. That is our swipe coin. That was what our swipe coin notification was, right? So that's how you would dissect that notification that you just got from your phone. Obviously, you don't have to chart it up on TradingView if you don't want to, but I like to have the numbers on here so I can then, you know, in future, I can look back at these prices. If we come back down to here, if we go up to, you know, TP1 and then we come back down to these entries, I know that these are my optimal entries for a potential reversal in the market, right? So that's what I'm looking for. Felix said, I love this. Yes, Felix, come on. All right, so let's go back to our app. So that's leverage trading. That's the trading that you're going to be doing on your MT4, right? That everybody's just gone into. Let's take the annotation off. Disable annotation. There we go. Now no one can draw on my screen. Perfect. So that was leverage. If we go to exchange ideas now, I want to show you, because I had some alerts go off from yesterday that I did on a couple of calls when I was on the calls with you guys. So the exchange ideas let you know which coins are good for you to get into. And again, all the research is done for you, right? So people spend hours doing research on coins to know the projects behind them, the utilities, all of that's done for us with, you know, the likes of Curtis Cobain, Mike Sotero, etc., calling out these coins. So we can plug into the go live sessions and we can look at, you know, the projects and utilities if you want to understand them. But honestly, your understanding is not required, right? Your understanding is not required, but what is required is your action to do something about some of these coins. So it's as simple as you going in and then you putting some money into your crypto wallet, right? And then what's going to happen is in these chats right here, they're going to update the targets and when you should get out. Because the problem is a lot of people buy into coins, but then they never know when to sell. You never see people tell you it's time to sell this coin on Instagram, on YouTube, right? And this is why education is so important, because people are always telling you, buy this coin, it can 10x, buy this coin, it can 50x. Yeah, it can go up 10 times, but it can come crashing back down 10 times too. And if you didn't get out on the up, then you're screwed, right? You haven't made any money. You've watched it go up, then you've watched it come back down. So this is why you need to be plugging in with especially Swipecoin. And this is just an app that's on your phone, right? I'm just showing it to you on the desktop so you guys can see it. So I don't have to share it on my Zoom from phone. But you guys can look at this one, for example. We're going to have a look at Luna, right? This idea came out on the 8th of January. Right, so utility is incredible. Obviously, you can go to the go lives if you want to have a look at the utilities and stuff for it. Utility simply means, what does the coin do? What is the use of the coin, right? Because we know people out here got coins looking like pet farms at zoos, right? With the Doge and the animals and all of these things, doesn't have any use. And if something doesn't have use case, when you have pullbacks like this in the market, guess what happens? Those are the first coins that go to zero, right? That's how you start to lose your money. I just had a text today from somebody and they said, oh my God, all of my SHIB is gone. And I said, bro, I told you don't be holding onto that SHIB coin. That is nah, right? So it's understanding what these coins are there for, right? That's why I'm such a big advocate for Ethereum, because I know the use case of Ethereum, there's no other coin like it, right? 80% of the other coins are built on Ethereum's blockchain. So as cryptocurrency grows, what's going to happen? Ethereum is going to grow regardless, because everybody else uses the Ethereum blockchain. Amazing. Thank you, Shireen. Perfect. So let's pull up this and let's have a look. So again, you're just going to be looking, all of the heavy lifting's been done for you. You're just going to take the numbers and say, all right, reversal zone for Luna potential is between 55 and 44, right? Again, all of this is in dollars, right? So between $55 and $44. Now, you don't have to have $55 even to get into Luna. $55 when it gets there will buy you a whole coin, but everything's done in portions, right? So Bitcoin, they're called Satoshis. So you can buy parts of the coin. So you can put in £10, £15, £20, right? And you can build up your portfolio like that. You don't have to buy whole coins if you don't have them. Amazing. 98 on the call. Can we get it to 100? Two more. So if we go to Luna, nope. If we go to my crypto list, we go to Luna. So boom, just today, right? So I told you guys about Luna yesterday, for those of you that were on my call, right? Luna came to our $55 entry. Look what happened to it. It went from 55 to 62. If you took action yesterday, you would have already been in profit on this coin. From yesterday, I called it, right? 55, it went back to 62, it's now at 60. Because remember, everything follows Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin's still going down, everything else will be having a pullback. So if we look on, yes, so you're in profit, amazing. Right, so 55 to 44, right? These were the entries. So you can see, guys, look, it literally touched 55 and you can see there's big demand here, right? There's big demand here. It bought straight off there because there's people waiting at these prices and saying, all right, when it gets to X amount, I'm going to buy in, right? Crypto's not like crypto was 10 years ago, where it's just, you know, communities crowdfunding, people buying into coins. There's such utility now that, you know, people, like organizations are buying, companies are buying, my goodness, countries are buying crypto now, right? It's not like it was 10 years ago. So it's a very different place that we're at in crypto now to where we were, you know, 4, 5, 10 years ago. So if we go to like the 4 hour, you guys can see, right? Now look at this. Luna's already been at $103, right? So it doesn't even have to break all-time highs, right? For you to, you know, more than 50% your money, you don't even need to break an all-time high. But the coins we're looking at the moment, like, they're easy double your money coins, because we know the utility of the coins. We know they're going back up to at least all-time highs. And this is, guys, look when this was. 27th of December, 2021, it was at these price. We're not talking about it was at this price 3 years ago. We're not talking some Litecoin thing, right? We're talking it was literally there a month ago, right? It was literally there a month ago. What's happening is these coins are just following Bitcoin. And because Bitcoin right now is on a correction, everything else is at a correction. But what that's doing for us is it's allowing us, people that missed out on the first wave, to pre-position into some of these coins, right? So if I go back to here, you guys can see, right, where this has come from. Hold on. We're going to do another one as well, because I want to show you one with more history on it. Because there's people that have been waiting since this time last year to get in at some of these prices, right? Because the real investors understand that you don't buy when the market is high. When Bitcoin's pumping, when Bitcoin's up at 50, 60K, you're not buying up the market. You want to buy in when the market is low, and that's gonna explode your profits, right? That's how you get the 2x, the 3x, the 5x, the 10x. So that's Luna, and I gave out the Luna yesterday. So for anybody that did buy into it, like that's instant profits within 12 hours of me doing that call, right? Let's look at this. And I think it's important that we talk about, you know, the coins as themselves at the moment, because a lot of people are stressing right now with, oh my God, the market's going down, the market's going down. Like, yes, we could definitely see more dips in the market. We could see, you know, Bitcoin come back down to 30K. Like, it absolutely could happen. But if we know Bitcoin's all-time high was 69K, that's still a double your money, 30 to 60. And people are like, there's no money to be made in Bitcoin anymore. That's still a 2x, right? So yes, we didn't get into Bitcoin at, you know, $100, $200, $1,000. But if you understand that some of these little coins won't make it through the bear market, right? Some of these little coins won't make it through the bear market, but I tell you what's always made it through every single market is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum have made it through every single market. The top 10 of every other coin have been different, except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum's already past that. Let me look at All right, so let's look at Mana, and then we're going to look at Link. So Mana, for those of you that have been on my metaverse calls, you understand that Mana is the currency for Decentraland, right? So if you go into the metaverse Decentraland, you can't buy anything with dollars in there. You can't buy anything with pounds in there. You have to use the Mana token. That is the currency of Decentraland. So what do you think is going to happen now? Mass people are adopting and using the metaverse. More people are going to be buying Mana in order to take part in it, because it's a utility, right? It is the currency of the metaverse. If you want to buy land in the metaverse in Decentraland, you have to buy it with Mana. Therefore, by buying the token Mana, your investment is going to increase, right? So with saying that, let's have a look how much Mana is right now. Guys, I can't stress this enough to you. Mana is $1.90, right? This is what you really need to understand. Crypto won't go up forever, because the money will start to diversify into different areas in the crypto space, right? Whether that be decentralized finance, whether that be gaming, whether that be the metaverse, whether it be staking, like all these different places that can come into it, right? Like, remember the DCX chart that I showed, all the different ways that you can make money in DCX. So the money is going to start to move into all of these different places. So you want to make sure that your portfolio is diversified enough that when crypto starts going down, these things are still pumping, because everybody's in the metaverse. So whether Bitcoin's going down or not, people are using the metaverse, therefore your Mana token is growing. We got the call to get into this at, you know, like 70 cents, right? Down here at 70 cents, it ran up to over $5. Now, I'm not a maths girl, but you lot can understand the gains on that, right? You lot can understand from 70 cents up to $5 is insane. But for anyone that missed that first run up, you are getting a second chance right now with the correction. So I don't want you to be fearful in this time. I want you to be greedy in this time, right? Because the time is now to be looking to pull the trigger at diversifying your portfolios, right? I've got entries, and a lot of my entries on a lot of my cryptos are still in profit because I bought from the lows, right? So even though I'm seeing pullbacks on them, I know they're not at my targets yet. So I'm not going to take profits on them. Yes, I could have taken profits here and then I could have re-entered here, sure. And there's definitely people that do that over and over again, and that's how you are able to grow your money. And that's why crypto gains are so big, right? Because people can double their money, 3 times their money, sell, and then get back in. Because imagine you can now get in with that full amount that you've gained back in at this lower entry. And then you go again for the next wave. So Mana, guys, Mana is, what was the second entry for Mana? We'll do Mana and then we'll do Link. $1.84. All right, cool. I've already got it charted up. So $1.84. So it's at the second entry right now for, well, it's at $1.90 right now, but it was at it today. Oh, I'm back on the day chart. I keep thinking, why does my chart look like this? Right? So you can see there's a reason, guys, why it's hitting these prices and then bouncing off of it. Like, these prices have not been pulled out of thin air. They're not just saying, well, yeah, you know, $1.84 sounds like a good price to get into Mana. That's not what's happening here, right? There's reasons behind why there is demand at these prices, right? And then again, we've even got our risk here that tells you, you know, if we come down lower than, you know, $1.05, potentially we're going to be swapping out to some stable coins. Now, for those of you that are new to DCX or new to the call, a stable coin is a coin that follows the value of $1, right? So it's stable. That's why it's called, hence the name stable coin. But stable coin follows the value of $1, right? So that is Mana, the currency of Decentraland. So some of these gaming tokens are just going to be ridiculous, right? When Facebook releases their metaverse, guys, it's almost going to be too late, right? Because think of Facebook's reach. Right now, I keep saying Facebook, you know, Facebook changed their name to Meta, right? But when Meta, and why, you got to think of the social cues here, right? They've changed their name to Meta. That is not by coincidence that they want to be seen as a technology company now, not just Facebook. They don't just want to be a communication company right now, right? They're technology. All right, no worries. All right, we're going to lock the door. We're going to lock the door. We're gonna max anyway. We've got 99 people on the call, so that's all good. It will lock on its own. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Link. All right, Link second entry 15.54, right? And all of this information is given to you guys. Like, when I tell you guys the price is too cheap, like, you can get all of this information for £130. £130. Like, are you insane? The amount of gains that people are seeing from this information is actually, it's crazy. And I'm just showing you, like, literally top layer, right? There's hundreds of hours, thousands of hours of education inside the academy, as well as all of the Go Live educators, as well as copy and paste trades, right? This information is literally like untouched. All right, one of the top projects in crypto, huge potential for Chainlink. Chainlink has finally pulled back to our reversal zone. I think the next one was 15, which is basically where it is right now. $15.20. And we're at $15.40, right? So let me just change this to a little bit lower, so I know I've got the right thing on there. So when you say follows the dollars, what do you mean? Can you explain? As in, it just follows the price of the dollar, right? So the dollar is always $1, right? Because of inflation, we know that a dollar is not worth the same as a dollar 10 years ago, but a dollar is still a dollar, right? Like a pound is still a pound. So it stays at that dollar level, like it just holds the dollar price. It's still a crypto that fluctuates, but it follows a dollar. So again, you can see here, Chainlink, like one of the biggest projects right now in crypto, like huge potential of it. Again, there's a reason why it's just got to here and it's just stopped, right? And then it's come back and now it's just sitting on this entry level right here that you guys can see. It's just sitting there. Why is that? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for this to go lower. No way am I saying that, because I've seen everything happen in crypto, right? Anything can happen. And especially if Bitcoin continues to go lower, like I said, Bitcoin's the granddaddy of crypto, everything else will continue also to go down, because the market cap, meaning the total amount of money that's in the crypto space, a high percentage of that is taken up by Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes down, everything else goes down with it, right? But what I was saying earlier is Bitcoin won't go up forever, but the market cap will go into other places. So as the metaverse starts to get bigger, as digital collectibles, NFTs start to get bigger, as all of these things start to get bigger, money will flow into those spaces. Am I making sense? So are you guys understanding what I'm saying, right? So it's Bitcoin, the price follows Bitcoin, but money will flow into the other spaces as time goes on, right? How do we go about investing in coins? Would it be via Coinable? So yeah, you can buy coins through the exchanges, right? Like once you come into the family, or those of you that are in the Discord, you guys can see the different places where you can buy different coins. But you guys know that I always promote this website right here, which is your coingecko.com, right? This is where I do a lot of my research. And again, watch what you're seeing on Instagram, because Instagram, I've seen some gurus on Instagram talking about coin market cap. Now, unless you've done heavily your homework and your research on the databases, because they're the same thing essentially, right? They show you how many coins are currently in circulation. They show you the market cap, how much money is flowing in, and they show you the prices of the different coins. Let me tell you the difference. Coin market cap is owned by Binance. So therefore, because that's owned by Binance, it's going to be biased, right, to their projects, their things. So not a lot of people know that. If you're just looking at it as face value, you're thinking, yeah, coin market cap sounds like the place where I'm going to look at my coins, right? You see somebody on Instagram talk about it. And that's why it's so important to understand where you're getting your information from. Where are you pulling your information from? There's only so much YouTube and Instagram and Twitter is going to tell you. And it's usually in the interest, right? The intent and the interest behind it is the person that's tweeting or writing the article about it. They're usually invested in said product and they're telling you that project or that coin is going 100x. Or B, they're also misinformed and they're just regurgitating information, right? Or C, the information could be right, but it's already too late. It's already happened. A lot of these things, by the time it hits YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, the initial push has already happened. That's definitely one of the things I found with the metaverse stuff. And we were already in the metaverse looking at, NFTs and Decentraland before you saw it popular all over Instagram, right? So the push had already happened when people were telling you to grab, Mana, for example, when they were telling you it's such a, it's an amazing project. And yes, it is an amazing project. But as a good investor, do you want to buy when the market is high? No, you don't. You want to be in a position where you can buy when the market is low, right? And that takes patience, and it takes knowing when, you know, to plug your investment in and out. What about Uniswap? Yeah, so I use Uniswap to swap coins. So Uniswap is a platform that you can use to swap coins out for different coins that are not available. So again, I use CoinGecko to look at, you know, the places that are available to purchase those coins. Mike said, hi Lisa, is there an easy way to tell which exchange ideas are still valid? I see they go back over a year in the app. All right, so that would be doing exactly what I've just done on this call, by going in and looking. So projects that you're interested in investing in, you're going to go and look at where are the prices, because like this one came out on December the 10th, right? So that's the last time we were down at these lows, was December the 10th. So if you'd have looked at this a week ago, you would have looked at this and thought, I'm too late now to enter into this project, right? Because it's up here, and you know, it got called when it was down here. So what you would do is you would use your either your TradingView or CoinGecko. Again, I love this thing. And you can set alerts on here for when prices get to the levels that you're interested in, right? Those points of interest. So you can see right now, I'm gonna be buying some more Link because I missed the first wave up. I got in, my first entry was back over here just before this second wave started. And now it's come back to my first entry. Like, I'm being so transparent right now. I'm showing you guys that this entry of mine on this first entry right now is in drawdown, right? It's gone lower than my first entry. But am I going to rebuy in up here? These are not my entries, but these are entries that were called onto on a go live, right? Am I going to rebuy up re-entries up here, or am I going to wait for this green line entry down here? I'm going to wait for this entry down here, which is where we're at right now. And if we look, if I scroll back, can I even, let's go to a higher time frame. Let's go to the day. If we look back here, the last time we were at these prices is July last year. July last year, guys, was the last time we were at these prices. So you can see that, you know, it's easy enough for you to look on, you know, on there. These things are timeless. They're just showing you the best places you can get in. And as you go back through, more and more of them will get updated. So as we go up, we're not just going to wait forever for this to come back down to here, because it may never come down here. But then more entries will be, you know, shown to you, like, okay, this is the next best place to enter, you know. And like, this is a fib that you can see on my screen. This is a tool that we use where big corporations and big organizations, the whales of crypto, right, are getting into the market. These are done through, you know, like computer calculations, etc., etc. When the market comes down a certain amount, 30%, 50%, 60%, 80%, they understand that, you know, this is where the market is low. So this is where we are going to buy back into the market for a better price. So I hope that answered your question, Mike. Kath, any platform you can recommend to trade ETH BTC? Go into the Discord and the section in the DCX section, and we'll talk about the alt-fi brokers and stuff over there, right? I can't do that on Discord just because we're recording the call. So but yeah, Kath, if go into there and I'll definitely help you out with that. Amazing. Any other questions so far, guys? Any other questions so far? Let me know. So yes, guys, like in all realness, you can sit down and do, 80 hours of homework and looking through CoinGecko at, top projects. But honestly, these projects, if you look, I've done some homework on it and I've looked at the top 10 projects for the last, 5 years, right? And these change every single time. Like right now, a big project I'm looking at right now is Solana. So much is happening on Solana's network right now. It's literally under, I think it's about 70-80 pound a coin. This, when we got in, was 30, right? 1 second, Max. I will unmute you in just 1 second. So if we look at this, let me just show you something here with Solana, right? Solana's all-time high, $260, guys. Now, is this the end of Solana? Absolutely not. If you understand how much is connected to Solana via blockchains and projects, things that run off of it, NFTs that are created on Solana, all of these different things, this is just a massive sale that's happening right now in this space, right? Because we got into Solana at 30, right? $30, I believe it was called out on that Swipe Coin app, right? Shout out to Naomi. I know she loves Solana. And yeah, it 260. So 90, this thing doesn't even have to go back to the all-time high for you to double your money. $90, if this goes to 180, you've doubled your money. Do you guys understand what I'm saying about pre-positioning yourself on these lows right now? So if you put in £50 to Solana right now, when Solana gets back to 180, your 50 is now 100. If you put in 1,000, your 1,000 is now 2,000. Now, this is no guarantee, right? Past profits don't guarantee future success, etc., etc. This is also not financial advice, but I'm just showing you from my own experience what I've been able to do in this space by waiting and being patient and knowing, when to get in and when to get out of the market. Right. And this is why I know, guys, that crypto is the future. Like, so many things are happening in this space right now. And they're literally just planting fear into people in order to lose their position, right? They want people to sell at a loss. That's what they want, because they don't want the little guy profiting, because they can see the wealth transfer happening right now. They don't want the little guy profiting out of that. Why BBC is telling you that Bitcoin is crashing, what do you think? What do you think the big boys are doing? They're buying up Bitcoin at those low prices. They're buying up Solana. They're buying up Ethereum. Ethereum, one of the most underpriced projects, right? Literally, you guys can see it right there. Like, I'm a big advocate for it. So Sandbox, they've just got partnerships with Adidas. They've made their metaverse, like Snoop Dogg's in there. I'm waiting for Sandbox to come down a little bit lower. I'll be re-entering into Sandbox as well. Again, the big push up. Sandbox has already been at $8. It's at 2, 4, 6, 8. That is 4 times your money. That's, you invest 20 into there. When it gets back to all-time high, you're at 100. No, 20, 40, 60, 80. I told you my math's not good. Don't let anybody tell you need good maths in order to make money in crypto. It's absolutely untrue. So let's take a couple questions and then we're going to end off. So Max, let me unmute you.
Hi guys. Hi Lisa.
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad at all.
Good.
I'm following what you're saying so far. There's a question I have here as it relates to the different projects, as you're saying, we could get in. It's not for leveraging, right?
Yes, this is for exchange. So this is for your crypto wallet. You long-term invest in. So you put in your money into a crypto wallet and that money grows as the coin grows.
Okay. And then whenever we get the notifications to sell and to get out, then we would do that. And then if the market would have grown, we'd have made interest, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so as it relates to the Bitcoin trade that is now going on, that's a swing trade, or we're not going to scam?
That's a swing trade for your leverage. So that's a swing trade for your MT4.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Amazing. Any more questions? Let me see. Any limits on the amount of CoinGecko alerts that you can set up? I don't believe so. You can just put price alerts on there for stuff. All you need is a free, you just register it for your free account details. So it's just your email address. You make an email address and a password, and then you'll have a free account. Can you please explain how to trade on exchange as opposed to leverage? So Joe, that's what we just went through there. So exchange trades is you placing money into your crypto wallet and not onto your MT4. Leverage trading is your MT4. Exchange trading is your crypto wallet. That's as easy as I can break it down. So I hope that makes sense. Kim said, I don't know for you if you don't have this. Listen, I don't know for you. I don't know. Like, I don't want anybody connected to me in the next, year to be like, why did you not tell me about this? And this is why I'm so passionate about sharing this information, guys. Like, for me, I'm already set. Like, my crypto wallet's there. I know what's going to happen to it, right? But for people that don't yet understand this space, you're only going to have that window of opportunity to get in, to pre-position yourself for the future, right? You're not going to see these prices forever. And as it grows and grows next year, the year after, as mass adoption happens, right, it's going to be harder and harder to get yourself a position in, right? So right now, only 5% of the world, hold crypto. 5%. It's insane. But those 5% of people are people that are ahead of that adoption curve, right? They're literally ahead of what's going on right now. So yeah, we've been using things like, VV for NFTs. And again, mass adoption. In the next 10 years, this is the new Pokemon cards. This is the new, board games, the new things. This is what our children, people that are having kids right now, they're not going to have Pokemon cards. They're going to have an NFT. They're going to be battling top trumps on NFTs, right? Oh my God, you got Storm Uncommon. Oh my God, you got this one. This is what they're going to be doing. They're going to make games out of it. You don't understand, like, you're so ahead of the curve right now, just being even connected to this information, but you have to take action on it because you will miss the window of opportunity if you don't. And what's £130 when you know you're going to set up your kids forever? I spent £130 on a night out before that's never given me any return on investment. What's £130 into your future, into your kids' futures? That literally, this is the future. I promise you, this is where we're heading to, right? That's right. We're ahead of the game thanks to Wealthier World. Thank you, Diane. Appreciate you. Rico said ADA Cardano. Yeah, shout out Shireen. Shireen loves a bit of Cardano. We love a bit of Cardano. We definitely got some Cardano coins for true. One thing I want to educate myself on more is capital gains. I know it's boring, but the tax man will be chasing me at some point. Yes, so definitely dig into the education. Like Curtis Cobain, we definitely talk about taxes and all of that good stuff, because yeah, tax man is real, right? And as much as these things are decentralized, another thing is holding your coins on, the likes of Coinbase. They're not your coins. You're holding them on an exchange and they're not yours. That you don't have the keys. So it's like having a house, but you don't have the keys to the house. Like the house is yours, but you don't have the keys. It doesn't make sense. Make sure that you're doing the education, right, on these go lives to secure your money, right? I always have this right here, Curtis Cobain. This guy is my absolute favorite educator. This guy's made me the most amount of money in this space, right? But right here, you can see, look, there's a Cardano class right here, Rico, right? Anybody interested in Cardano, like this is a class that will tell you all about the project. So all of this stuff, NFTs. And look, guys, February 2021, we got receipts that we were already talking about these things before it was popular on Instagram, right? Looking back down here, you guys can see, let me show you guys this risk management. We went through this week. what I want to show you here, this video right here, if you're brand new to the academy, you want to go on to Crypto Security 101. This is going to show you how to secure off your crypto, how to make sure that nobody else, because I promise you in 10 years, people aren't going to be breaking into your house for your TV. They're going to be there looking for your ledger. They're going to be looking for those seed phrases. They're going to be looking for your Exodus wallet. And if you don't know what those things are that I just said, that's a problem, right? Because that means you do not have the security right now to keep your crypto safe. Fraud isn't going to be fraud anymore. People understand that you're not going to be holding your money in your bank account. I posted a meme the other day that somebody said, your account's been hacked. And then the guy's like, my MetaMask. And then he was like, your bank account. And he was like, it's all right. There's no money in there anyway, because all of his money is in his MetaMask. Again, if you don't know what a MetaMask is, it's a problem. You need to understand what these things are if you're in this space, so you can make sure that your money is secured, right? So I really urge you guys to watch these priority videos to make sure that you're not just accessing this information, but you're actioning the information. No point you being in if you're not going to action the steps out on here, right? Bars, Papa. Talk to them. Listen, I'm telling you, excellent video. Yes, crazy space. Never done anything from DCX, and this has been my first dive into crypto. Welcome, brother Nat, welcome. I don't fully understand yet, but just hearing this from Empress Lisa, have to big up Charmaine for connecting me. Listen, your understanding is not required in this season. Your understanding is not required, but your action definitely is. So big up yourself for coming onto the call, staying on to the end. Like, I know this has been a little bit of a long call, but I wanted to give you guys value to really understand where we're at in the market right now. Nasilia said, powerful session. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Toast, big up Tosin. Let's go. Let's go. So let me stop sharing that right now. Yeah, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed the session. I really hope that you got something out of it and that you are able, to take some notes so you can go ahead and action those things right now. All right. So I love you all. I'm going to end off this. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. And for anybody else that wants any more information or is ready to get started, like, reach back out to the person that put you onto this call, right? And make sure that you get yourself into the education, the information, and this community, because I've never been in such a community that wanted people to win so bad as well for your world. All right. So I love you guys. Peace out. Tag me on Instagram and let's go. Bye, guys. See you later. Haters wanna see I'm in a bubble, man. Chew 'em up like bubble gum. Just